Okay, we're back. We're working now to complete the AHM HO Bridge Project. And the drill press, we need to bore a hole here in the rotating wheel. I'm going to have to use this needle nose plier. Hold this operating wheel, try to prevent it from not turning. Drill this little hole. Boy, that is one dull drill. Dull drill that will not drill into plastic. Not good. Incredible. What are the odds of that? I mean, that is a dull drill bit. Let's try this other drill bit. Just going to use my finger to hold this thing. All right. Okay, we got the drill bit hole. To make the hole, let's see if the metal rod that we're going to use as a test piece. Of course, that's not the right drill bit I wanted because the other one was dull. Already had sized it. This is just a little too tight. So we're going to try it back with the dull drill bit since there's already a pilot hole. That's the sound of the chuck in the power drill. Ah, I've got the drill spinning the wrong way. My fault, not the drill bit. That's funny. All right. A little mysterious. Okay, what you can see here is a piece of wire that I've bent in order to make a, I guess a moving arm. It would be like a side rod in a steam engine. And this is going to go and fit into the main bridge, fit into this wheel housing, and we're going to have to cut it to length and see if we can get it to work. Now, there's probably a nice mathematical formula. It's probably something akin to using a tangent meeting a radius. Two circles, this being one circle and the other circle being the semicircular curved part of the bridge as the other circumference. So wait a minute, I think it's actually the tangent meeting the surface of the circle. So the tangent not meeting a chord, right? The tangent meeting a radius. Tangent meeting a radius. Hopefully I'm remembering my mathematical terms. I may not be. I apologize if I'm off. But I've got the concept right in my mind, and it just might be off with terminology. So, what we're going to do, I don't know if you can't really see it, it's off camera, but I'm inserting, this is the bridge part, and that's the hole in the bridge. And we're going to insert this in. We'll worry about it either making a better arm later, but we want to get the length right. So there it's in. And we're going to make this come around, go through there, let the bridge come in. Hope we can get this to align. See, remember, I don't know, one of my earlier videos I said something about, being 1,000th of an inch off, 10,000th of an inch off. Things don't like to be too far off. Now, here we are trying to make this thing. Let me just adjust this camera a little bit. Now, this has got to go on the wheelhouse, so this goes all the way up. So if this was in it at this position, should it be, or should the wheel be up here when this is down? Because then, wow, this is going to pull it all the way up. Right? Yep. Or should this be in it at this position? Interesting. Okay, I put a test length arm on. Now, the interesting thing is these nice rods here, spokes, can divide this up into quarters. Instead of putting it at the shortest possible one, which would have been as if 1/3, a full 1, 2, 3 segments, I did it as 2 segments. This arm may be the right length, too long or too short, we'll see. But no matter what, this brass tube has to come out, because as this arm now rotates, it will clash with this brass tube. That must come off. And here I just have a hacksaw piece. I could cut it, snip it, but I want to see if I could just get it to come off with this. Nah, it seems like it's going to be a little bit of a waste of time with that. Let me just see if I could snip it off. All right. Snipped off. Let's see if we can rotate this. Did she work? That was one lucky guess, man. Let's see. Maybe not. We'll know. Okay, see, now it's in a position where when it wants to come off, it's going to lift the bridge up. So it's too long. See that? It's going to lift the bridge up, then it works fine. It's going to go down, and it's going to want to come in. That's getting jammed. If you could see it on that, it's going to be filed off the little brass tube that I cut off. But when it gets past that, it's okay, except here. See, then it wants to jump it up. So it's going to have to be 1 segment shorter. 1 segment shorter, so I'm going to have to make the bend here. At least that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully I'm right. Let's see what the chances are that my logic follows through. Could be wrong. So So this is what it looks like now. It's got to be about 1 segment shorter. So I'm just going to bend it. Bending steel in my bare hands. Well, not exactly. Going to use the plier. Now it looks like this. And I'm going to get the more massive plier for the cut. A lineman's plier. This is a serious cutter. Very little effort needed to make a good cut with this. Yeah, beautiful. Let me file it. Always use a lineman's plier if you can. Sometimes you can't, you gotta use the other one, but the lineman's plier just gives you better leverage for the cut. Now let's see. When I reassemble this on the bridge, okay, a little strut snapped off. That snapped off the other day. Hey, let's show how to fix that. Okay, here's the strut. Can you see the strut? See, this just snapped off. So for something like this, we really don't want to put on a lot of glue, maybe make a mess, ruin the paint job. You can use something, it's like a liquid. It's by Plastruct, and it has the same effect as Tester's glue, but it's not that goopy. Oh, here it is behind this mirror, and it's this stuff. This is really good. All I have to do is let it drip on. And if I really want to do it right, I'll just bend this off, make sure it gets underneath it. And that'll be good as new in no time. Get this out of the way, I don't want to drop it. That I really don't want to have crack because it's a glass bottle. Alright, so now we want to try to put this arm on. How are we going to do it? I'm going to grab it from the strong part of the bridge. And you can see it. I'm going to put this arm in. We'll worry about it, sticking on later. I could probably use any number of different ways to keep it from coming out. We may end up using this arm if it fits instead of making another arm, which I was going to do out of old erector set pieces, but we'll see. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. The bridge is almost in the right position. We want to get it into the right position. Now we're going to rotate the wheel. I really don't want to. Let me angle this camera up a little bit. Okay, you should be able to see it. And I'm going to try to rotate this in position. Not a lot of tolerances here. Not a lot of rooms for mistake. These are toys and models, but they try to emulate real functioning mechanical things. And because of that, precision does come into play. Now, I think the pieces are in, yep. It's not in that much. That's the problem. It's not in enough to grab and hold. just kind of aligned. You see it's on. To go all the way under and then come back down. There she goes. So that is now the perfect length piece. Perfect length piece, but I still don't like the way she's going in. Why am I always so picky? I don't know. Now I could see why I did the rope now that I took off, because this is like pulling and tugging on one side of the bridge. But she does kind of want to work, so that's pretty cool. Just gonna do some work on this arm off camera. I just want to correct the bend in there so it's a clear 90-degree bend, and I'll be right back.